Welcome back, everyone, to the fifth and final path of Kitty Love, Way to Look for Love. Alright, in case this is your first path that you decide to watch in this LP, I do recommend going back in the playlist and watching the prologue, because it does introduce like all the characters and like the premise of the story. But just in case, there's a synopsis up here. So for the story, flower shop clerk Honoka has been occupied with her work. One night when she visits the park that she normally goes to, she's been cursed by the odd-eyed black cat, that she becomes a cat only at night. There's only one way to break the curse, to have true love's kiss. In order to break the curse, she lives a life as a human by day and cat by night. Alright, so that's pretty much the story, and we have to go try to get love from one of these dudes. So we've done all these dudes except for Kyosuke Kawahara. He's a host at a host club. He always have a trouble. I forgot all the. Shouldn't forget, but like there's a lot of typos in this game. He always has trouble with Honoka. He uses the flower shop because of his work. He has a sharp tongue, but he's really serious. Age 24. His height is 176 centimeters. His hobby's going around the instrument shop, and his favorite food is yakisoba. So yeah, this character, I'm not sure what to expect from this character, because like on all the other paths we kind of had like cameos of like the other dudes, but not really Kyousuke. He doesn't really pop up that much, and like I think last path he didn't pop up at all. So this will be interesting, trying to date a host club person. I could see this going horribly wrong, because yeah, like we don't have really host clubs here, or at least I don't know of them in America, but like in Japan, there's like this type of like bar where usually ladies can sit with really handsome dudes, and like they have conversations with them, and the way that the bar makes money is like the hosts like chat up these ladies, just have like fun conversations, and then the ladies buy drinks, and that's how they make money. But yeah, sometimes that can go horribly wrong, because a lot of the ladies there like start to believe it's a real relationship that they're having with the host member, and they kind of take that outside of the restaurant / bar, and it can get kind of ugly. Like people get death threats or get hurt, or like they start targeting like the host's like actual girlfriend. So this might be a little interesting. Alright, from the beginning. Kyosuke Kawahara. Yes, let's start. This must be a dream. A nightmare. I closed my eyes and kept on thinking. I must have been really tired and fell asleep. When I open my eyes, I'll either be in the shop or at my place. That's right. Yeah, it's all a dream. I hoped it to be a dream and opened my eyes. But I was still in the park. There are dim lights next to the park and a silent street that not many people go through. I can see from the reflection that I'm a cat. This is me. This tiny cat. That's me. I had no clue what to do, and I placed my forehead on the ground. It's cool and makes me calm down a little. Then I start to wonder. What should I do? Would I be able to become a human again? That black cat said I can go back to being human during the day, but at night I'll become a cat again. Curse. It's so unrealistic that I think it's a dream. Even if it's not a dream, I still can't understand that I'm a cat. Me turning into a cat, no one's going to believe me. If it's not a dream, what is it? That reflection is just my imagination? I kept on asking myself the question and started laughing. Even without the reflection, I can see the white fur on myself. Nothing will happen if I stay like this. Sorry, I will be periodically taking sips of water, so gotta keep myself hydrated in this hot, dry weather. I slowly stood up. Large street, longer road, high wall and higher sky. Everything looks different. The world is so different and scary. I'm so glad I'm living by myself. I won't be able to go home to my parents like this. Maybe I would have had more help if I was living with my family. That's true, maybe. Unless you're, I don't know. Maybe your family's like super superstitious and like would banish you, or maybe they'll be super supportive and try to help you out. Anyway, I have to go home by myself. That's not gonna change. No, that would be awful if you like went back to your parents for help and they just like took you to the shelter. Like how heartbroken you would be. That actually might be the case for Honoka's family now that I think about it. Thinking back to previous paths. Be positive. I was thinking that, but it's hard to be positive that easily. Yes, be positive. Don't think those horrid thoughts. I was walking on the street where no one was walking and thinking about the future. I don't know whether what the black cat said is true, but if I'm a cat at night, how could I live? Like, meal. Is it wrong to have the same meal like a human? Even if I'm a cat, I don't want to have cat food. Yeah, eating kibble might be kind of hard. Oh, and where's my clothes? If I turn back into a human, I have been wearing the clothes I was wearing. But what if I'm naked? That is true. The other paths didn't really, like, think about where Honoka's stuff went. Although, some paths, like, just completely ignored it, and, like, some paths are just like, oh, there's my stuff. Right here. After I transform. No! Yeah, you don't want to be naked in public. As I was thinking that, I saw the end of the road. There'll be a way to go to a residential area. If I turn around that corner, it should be near my apartment soon. I shouldn't move around right now, so I should go back home. When I turned around, it was a street with neon signs and a bright street. I turned around in silence and I realized I took the wrong way. I thought I was taking the same street as usual, but I took a wrong way on the way. I didn't know I was taking the wrong street. I know I was thinking, but the view right now is very different from usual, so that's probably why. To go back, I have to take this street, but at the downtown, there's so many people and most of them are drunk. It might be dangerous to walk around when I'm not used to myself. I remembered the bad experience before and I frowned. I can't go through this downtown and get home. Oh, I can go through this downtown and get home, and it'll be easy to go through them when I'm a cat. I want to go home quickly, so I'll just go through. I think the bad experience she was thinking about is like the experience that they talked about in the prologue where she got attacked by like a drunk person, but like she was saved by the policeman. I went under the arch and went inside downtown. I tried to go through the side of the street. It looks different from usual, so it makes my eyes tired. When I was blinking, there was someone talking above me. Hey, watch out! There's a cat! Cat! Cat? Is that me? I looked up and there was a foot with leather shoes. Ah! I jumped and stepped on his foot. You're about to step on it. Oh, the cat? There shouldn't be a cat here, right? Yeah. You probably are drunk. I think you're both drunk. I was trying to pass through the area where no one can go through, so I went in between the shops. Smells like garbage, but there's no one drunk here, so it makes me feel calmer. That street is dangerous. It was good that there's 2 earlier, but if there's a bunch of drunk people coming, I won't be able to avoid them. I shouldn't pass the big street. Could I pass through this alleyway to pass through downtown? But as far as I know, there's only a big street I can take to go home. Even if I choose this way, I didn't have any confidence to go home. All I have to do is take a look and see if I can go through or not. When I walked a little, the back door opened on from the right side. And there was... What? When I looked up, there's Mr. Kawahara that I always have trouble with during the day. I don't really like him. Why do I have to bump into him right now? I should run. I don't know him all that well, but I don't think he'll like a small animal. You'd be surprised, Honoka. I was thinking of turning around to go back. When I was about to leave... Oh, there's a kitty. I gotta remember his voice. I think he had like some sort of twang to it. He sounds more lively than I thought, so I stopped. Is that voice... really? The voice didn't match with the image of the shop, so I turned around to check. Wow, you're so cute. Where'd you come from? Are you a stray cat or are you from another shop? I don't really care about that. You're so cute. Mr. Kawahara crouched down and tried to call to me. Apparently, he really loves the cat. When he smiled, I was about to move towards him just instinctually, like, pet me. But I remembered how he acted at the shop and stopped moving. Wait a second. When I met him during the day, he was so mean. I shouldn't trust his smile. I don't know what he's gonna do either. Don't be so defensive. I won't do anything. He said it as if he read my mind. I jumped because he said it as if I was having a conversation. When I looked at him, he looked at me laughing as if he was a child. What is this? Okay, well, let's do the obvious correct choice. He might be cute. I don't know how you can tell that emotion on a cat, but okay. He might be cute. Huh? Why am I thinking he's cute? He's always telling me I'm useless and looks so disappointed. That might be bad sometimes, but he should fix how he talks to people. When I realized it, it's making it harder to go closer. But when I see him smile with his hands out, his expression was so sweet that it takes my cautiousness away. I shouldn't be fooled. When he saw me not coming closer, he stood up and went towards the door. Is he going back to the shop? I was thinking about his attitude during the day, but I feel bad ignoring him. Hey, lady, want to have some tea? Tea? No, don't give her tea. Oh, wait. No, don't give the cat tea. I thought he was talking to like a lady. Not the cat. Don't give cats tea. It has caffeine in it, and very, very, very bad for cats. He started to talk to me as if he was working at the club. What are you doing? I'm a cat. I didn't understand what he meant and just looked at him. But it started to sound funny that I went inside the shop. I want to rest a bit, so I guess I could stay a little bit. What is this whole scenario? Okay, this is kind of funny. I was telling myself as if I was making an excuse and went towards the door. I get to see inside where he works. Oh, this music. Have we ever heard this? Yeah, I don't think we've heard this music before. This shop looked lively. I can hear many men talking behind the door that's leading to the club area. I can hear the women's voice sometimes. It's a fun laugh. When I looked towards the door, he said, "This way, come on. If the others see you, you'll be kicked out." I think he's nice to the cat, but the others might now... might not. I should just go as he says. I followed him quickly. Argh, this is so dirty. I told him not to make a mess before they go to the club area. I'm sorry. I'll make somewhere where he can sit. The room he took me to was very small and filled with the scent of perfume and cigarettes. There are boxes that are halfway opened and clothes and magazines on the sofa. Mr. Kawahara took all of them and placed them on the table. There are ashtrays and ashes and some medicine for digestion and other business cards. It's difficult to even say that it's clean just to be nice. The business card was very decorative as well as the name on the business card. You're interested in this business card? It's shiny, isn't it? Do cats like shiny stuff? Oh well, this is my business card. This is my professional name. I'm called Kyo as a host. When I looked at Mr. Kawahara to listen, he smiled again. You have good manners, don't you? You're so adorable. Adorable? I was getting so embarrassed and looked away from Mr. Kawahara. He's saying to a cat and not telling me as a human. I was trying to make me think. Wait, there's so many typos in this path. Oh my god! But when I started feeling embarrassed, it was difficult to calm down. I think they just gave up on this path. I don't know why, because like so far the plot's pretty funny. He's normally the one who's really mean. Is that my imagination? It's difficult to say that he's a bad person if he's being this nice to the cat. When I was thinking, he stood up and left the room. What happened to him? Is he back to work? It's not comfortable to stay in the room alone like this. The sofa is soft and comfortable, but it smells different from usual and feels quite weird. But I guess it's better to stay alone at home. I was being cautious earlier about Mr. Kawahara, but I'm more relaxed about him now. I'm sure I misunderstood and he's not that person. After I turned into a cat, it hasn't been long, but I have a different impression of him now. When I'm a cat, maybe I should stay with Mr. Kawahara. I was thinking about that, but I shouldn't stay as a cat forever. Oh, great. Not even the 4th of July right now, but people are still firing fireworks. We'll just pretend that's the background noise to downtown in Japan, I guess. I have to go back as a human being. I was thinking of resting here a little, but I can't think of the solution, so I think I should leave here before anyone finds me. I jumped from the sofa and went towards the door. When I saw her walking on the floor, the door opened. Huh? Oh, someone entered the room. I should hide. I tried to go under the table to hide. When I looked from under the table, it was Mr. Kawahara standing by the door. Phew! Ah! Look at how cute in his little host club outfit. Although this angle of Honoka looks a little bit weird shaped, but still, it's cute. I came out from under the table and looked at Mr. Kawahara. He has a glass plate in his hand. It looks like an expensive plate. He was humming and came into the room and sat in front of me. He placed the glass plate on the floor. There's water inside. He went to get this. Here, drink this. I looked at Mr. Kawahara. I guess he likes feeding cats. I don't think this is his first time. You're not gonna drink this? You like milk better? I didn't drink it for a while and he started to look sad. If he looks at me like this, I have to drink. I'm still not used to drinking off a plate, but Mr. Kawahara helped me, so I don't want to make him sad. Thank you very much. When I tried to say my gratitude, I was making a meowing sound. I said in cat language, but he understood me. He smiled happily. You are a cutie. I really want to touch you, but I'm wearing a suit. If I didn't have to work, I'd be happy watching you. You don't want to get any of that white hair on your white suit? I don't know, maybe you'll get on the black undershirt that you have. He looks upset. I guess he really loves cats. He's quick to get depressed, but he's also quick to become positive. He looks at me with a smile. It sounds like a lie that he looks depressed. When I was looking at him, our eyes met. He doesn't look away after our eyes met. Even if I'm a cat, I still get embarrassed too. I wanted to say back to him, but Mr. Kawahara was smiling at me still. It's difficult to say no to him. The door suddenly opened. Others will find out. I hid under the table. Mr. Kyo, you've been called. Mr. Kawahara raised one hand to try to fix his hair and went towards the door. I hope I won't be found out. I was trying not to make any sound and listen to their conversation. The door wasn't closed yet. I heard a voice, but are you alone? I was on the phone. I'll fix my hair. So, can you go now? The person who came to call bowed and left. Phew. He didn't even knock on the door. What bad manners. Mr. Kawahara murmured and stood up to stretch. I gotta go to work now. I don't want to watch you, but oh well. Leave before anyone else gets here. He took the glass plate away and smiled. Okay. Meow. Mr. Kawahara nodded when I replied. He left the room and the door opened. Even if I was told to go home from here, I don't know the way back from here. I tried to hide under the stuff inside the room. I went to the next houseplant next door and curled up. Wait, are we outside now? Oh, I think she's just running throughout the building. When it's close to the door, even if they find me, I'll be able to leave the room easily. I was able to calm down a little, so I was thinking over what happened to myself. This curse only happens at night. I can go back to a human during the day. In order for me to break the curse, is to have true love's kiss. After I started to think a little, it sounds like a fairy tale, but it's real. True love's kiss. I thought about it with my eyes closed, but I can't think of anyone. I don't have anyone I love. Well, even though I had someone I like, I've never had a close relationship to kiss. When was the last time I went on a date with a boy? I haven't been in love for a while. When I was sighing, I heard a sound of broken glass. It was followed by the sound of a woman screaming. Uh-oh, got the crazy... what was it called? Yandere? I got the yandere woman coming out now. What's going on? I heard Mr. Kawahara's voice. Calm down, Saya. I don't have anyone but you, Kyo. I need you, Kyo. Did I hear the name Kyo? I felt surprised when I heard the name. The woman continued screaming. Hey, can you stay with me? You don't have anything to do, and you have to laugh, can't speak. You don't have to do anything. I'll do anything for you. Hey, so if you're not gonna go out with me, I'll die. Okay, so this is already getting crazy. We're only in episode 1. Saya, please calm down. I'll die. I've only heard of this on TV. Gave me a chill. I can hear better. Even with the distance, I can hear crying and screaming. It's scary. I was curling small to hide myself. Then, suddenly the noise was gone. Maybe it's calmed down. For a while, there weren't any conversation, and after a while, I could hear sobbing. That sobbing was gone. Someone was saying that they called a cab, so she probably left the place. Oh, I got a crazy lady. I'm sorry to make a huge scene. Anyone hurt? Are you alright? Mr. Kawahara sounded sad. There are people answering they are okay. I feel bad saying enjoy after that, but please enjoy your time here for the girl who left early. After he talked, the club was a little bit more lively. Phew! I heard the voice closer when I felt relieved. Kazuya. What voice should I give Kazuya? Hey, Kyo! I heard this lower voice and talking to Mr. Kawahara. Well, I'm like slurring my words. Drink more water! By the sound of it, they must be close to this room. The one he talks to is called Mr. Kazuya. He talks like he's talking to a colleague. What was it about? Mr. Kawahara started raising his voice after the question. A customer told me she'll die if I don't go out with her. That's what I want to know. I'm asking you why there was screaming. Why? Maybe she wasn't mentally stable. Even if she does, you have to control her, not to be that loud. It's part of your job. I mean, this business is dealing with very delicate, lonely women. So there's a reason why there's the word yandere in Japan, because like there's a lot of lonely people who develop a sick form of love and like end up wanting to hurt themselves and others in order to get that love. This is the #1 host in this host club. If your customer controls you, you won't last. I know, I'll take care of her. Of course, don't let that happen ever again. Right, thank you for your advice. You. I can hear the voice closer to the room. If I stay here, they'll find me. This is a very stressful situation for Honoka. No safety at all. If I stay here, I'll make another problem for Mr. Kawahara and get him yelled at. I shouldn't get him into trouble. I went closer to the window and jumped out.